We'll have a look at meeting and passing other vehicles safely. I'll explain it using some diagrams, and then we'll go out in the car and I'll show you some examples. Meeting other vehicles occurs when you pass a parked car. If the parked vehicle is on your side of the road, oncoming traffic would have priority and you would be expected to wait. If the parked car is on the other side of the road, you would have priority and you would expect traffic coming the other way to wait for you. Now when you pass a parked car, check the inside and the right mirror, and if it's clear, move to the right of your lane early. This is what tells everyone that you're going to go past the parked car. You don't indicate right because a lot of times there'll be a junction over here, and if you do indicate right, it looks like you're going to turn into it. So you position to the right early. If there's no oncoming traffic, pull out early enough so you leave plenty of room here. As you're going past, check your left mirror before you pull back in so you can make sure that you're leaving plenty of room here so you're not shaving the car, as it's called. If possible, leave a car door's width between you and the parked car just in case anyone gets out. Now if you have a vehicle coming the other way and there is enough room for three, make sure you're looking straight down the middle of the gap. You'll be closer to the parked vehicle, so you need to lower your speed in case anything happens. Always remember, the less space you have around the vehicle, the less speed you should have. If you have a car coming the other way and there isn't enough room for three, wait here in what's called the hold back position. 2 to 3 car lengths back from the parked car and to the right of your lane. That way you can see the oncoming traffic, they can see you, and when you set off it's more or less in a straight line. If you pull over too far to the left and get too close to the parked vehicle, when you pull out you have to do an angle start, which takes a lot longer. Also, cars coming from behind will drive straight past you because it's now up to you to move out again, so you can end up getting boxed in. So if you hold your position here, people will wait behind you, and when it's clear you can be on your way. Now it can happen that cars are double parked. That means there is one car at each side of the road with only enough room for one car in the middle. So if we're coming along here to go through, someone else is coming along here to go through the other way, no one has priority. So what you do is look at the other car. If it starts to speed up, move towards the middle of the road, wait far back enough so it has enough room to get through the gap and return to its own side of the road. If the other car slows down, moves to the left, positions itself so it looks like it's waiting, look and make sure it's safe and then carry on through the gap. Once you're in the middle of the gap, you're committed, so just carry on through. On streets where you've got parked cars at regular intervals, just look well ahead, plan what gaps you've got, plan what gaps the opposing traffic has got, and try and cooperate with the other driver. Give way when you can, take priority if it seems like they're going to wait for you. Okay, let's have a look at that in the car. So here we are turning into a street where we may meet traffic coming the other way. As you can see, there are parked cars on both sides of the road. We've got that cyclist ahead, so I'll be keeping a watch for him, and we've got a car following closely behind. So I'm looking for any gaps that I have that I can wait in, and any gaps opposing traffic can wait in. There we see someone's just pulled out, going the same direction we are. Space is very tight, so just keeping the speed down and keeping an eye on this cyclist. Now I've got a cyclist coming towards me, he's gone off the road. A child on a bike behind. We've got a pedestrian opening a car door, and we've got a car coming the other way, so I'm looking for a gap to pull into. And here's one now, so I'm just checking the mirrors, moving across to the left, allowing them to come through. And I'm timing it so I don't have to stop, I can just slow down and then speed up a little bit as the gap opens up. I'm looking well ahead because we've got a junction at the end. There may be other cars turning into this road, so just making sure I'm prepared for that. Okay, looking ahead, we've plenty of parked cars around, obscuring our vision. Now we've got a car coming towards us, so I'm checking the mirrors. He's flashed his headlights, so I'm having a look, making sure they are pulling over, and they are. So we're continuing ahead. If someone flashes the headlights, always make sure that you look ahead and make sure that the signal was intended for you and not someone else. As I go past, I'll just give a little courtesy signal to thank them for waiting. So looking ahead as we turn into this road, we have a car following, we have many parked cars at either side. Now I can see a car coming towards us, they've just flashed their headlights, so I'm going to look, making sure it's for us. And I'm not sure what he meant by it, so I'm going to check the mirrors. I'm just going to pull over to the left because he has a car following, which makes it difficult for them to stop. I'll just wait for the second car to pass. Another car has pulled out, but I think they're waiting at the other side of the road. Yes, they are. So we're going to pull out and carry on. As I'm driving, I'm looking for any pedestrians. That car's parking, so I'm just holding back while they swing the front of the car out. There's some pedestrians on the left. I'm looking through the car windscreens, I'm looking underneath the cars, and looking in between the parked cars for any pedestrians. There's a person on the bike, just stopped. Always got to make sure you try and see people early. Still got the car following at the end of the road. I'll be turning right, we've just got a pedestrian crossing there.